Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. And welcome back to the New Frontier Survival Challenge, where we started with nothing but a truck and a chainsaw. And here we are today. And speaking of today, we got our work cut out for us. But it's going to be so profitable. I can't wait to get started. So, without further ado, let's get this party started, shall we? We're going to need a few things. We're going to need our John Deere tractor. So we're going to go ahead, jump over here, grab this. Fire her up. Drop the old trailer. We are going to need our logging trailer, which seems to be blocked by Bessie at the moment. Come on, Bessie. I know you're not quite working as much as you'd like, but you've done good for us. So it's your time to rest for a little while. You've done good, Bessie. Now, there have been a couple of people saying in the comments section that we need to make this area look better, and we are working on it. It just takes time and money, and we don't have much of the money yet. But soon. What do you mean you don't have that much money? You got $110,000 in the bank. Shh. We've got plans, okay? Plans are going to be afoot today. All right? But, yeah, we're going to need this. We're also going to need our winch. And I don't remember what I did with the winch. The stump grinder's over there. We'll grab that in a minute. But, yeah, look at this beautiful forest full of lodgepole pines ready to be harvested. I think we'll start on this section over here first, because there's less of them. So, this section looks like a great little section for us. We'll drop the old logging trailer there for the time being. We'll go up here, find our winch, and start cutting down trees and processing them and getting them drug over to one spot so that we can get everything all nice and purdied. There's the winch. I see it. You can't hide from me, winch. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. Seems like you guys are. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers. So to all of you who are just joining the channel, welcome to the Spartan Army. I did the thing again where I hook up to the wrong side of the... you can't hook up to that side, Spartan. How many times you got to back up to the front of the thing? But welcome to the Spartan Army. Appreciate you guys dropping by. It's been a pretty awesome little transition for us so far, with going from World of Warships to this. But I enjoy the game a lot, and I'm glad you guys seem to be enjoying the series. So here we go. Without further ado, it's time. Now, you guys will have to let me know down in the comments whether you want to see all of it, or if you want me to time-lapse these sorts of big events like this. Personally, I think the time-lapse is probably the way we're going to go for the time being. But if you guys want to see more like live commentary and just getting things done in real time, let me know. Because you guys seem to enjoy the last episode, but of course that was a lot of cutting, or a lot of like selling things off, so it made sense to do it real time. But this is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. We're going to have so much money, guys. So much money! And with the first tree going down, let the time-lapse commence. Alrighty, first load of the day. Let's see where we end up. I think it's going to be a solid amount of money in the bank. Also, hopefully you guys enjoyed that time lapse. You got to see I've gotten a lot more proficient using all the equipment. It's still not perfect, but considering where we started to where we are now, I'm pretty happy with it. But with that being said, let the money roll in. $25,000 in the bank. Oh my God, dude, this is the way. This is the way, folks. All right, let's keep it rolling. All right, so we're here with the second load. Not my prettiest load in the world, but it's effective, and that's 4 full lodge poles here, so it should be a nice chunk of money. So let's see what we get. Another $25,000, as expected. Love it when a plan comes together, baby. Now, the one thing we didn't talk about today was what our goal for today is. And it's pretty straightforward. So now that we have the ability to have a forest, a sustainable forest that we can replant and keep growing, we have our ability to harvest those trees relatively quickly and process those trees relatively quickly. The next thing that we're looking at is transportation. This tractor and this crane and trailer have been fantastic, but when it comes to productivity, it's running on thin ice. Basically, it takes so long for us to cross the map with our load that it's not really efficient enough for our current production needs. So, our next goal is simple. We need a tractor trailer. I know, not that kind of tractor trailer. I'm talking about a lorry for those of you across the pond, or a semi for those across over here. A semi, aka a tractor trailer. We need a log trailer for that semi, and preferably a crane for that log trailer, meaning that we're about to move on from this trailer. We're going to find out, but beforehand, let's see what we got. So if we look in here, if you go to just like wood transport, you can see the trailers that we've got going for us, right? So if we go all the way down here to forestry, and then we go to the wood transport, you can see we've got a few different options. This is what we currently have. So we want to upgrade from that. Now, obviously, if we saved up, we could get this fantastic Volvo for $221,000. But I don't think that's our best option. I mean, it may be our best option overall, but what I'm thinking is that with one more or two more trucks brought in, we could pick up this Volvo, which is essentially this Volvo, except this Volvo does not have a trailer attached to it already. Okay? It still has the crane. We could get that. Or we could end up getting something like this, where we have this beautiful log trailer, right? And I would obviously get the 2x6 configuration, because we're probably going to be cutting things into about 6 meter lengths or a little bit longer. And so this trailer seems like a great option for us. But the main thing from here would be, how do we load it? And the other part of it is, like, how do we pull it? Because this is a tractor trailer only. It's got a gooseneck hitch, essentially, right? A fifth wheel, whatever you want to call it. So what we're looking at is, how are we going to pull this, right? This would be $44,000 in this current configuration. We could make it a little bit cheaper. There's no reason to have all this extra stuff. We don't have a front guard on it either currently, so that saves us a little bit of money. We're not spending anything extra on paint at the moment. So, I mean, at the cheapest, we're looking at $43,000 for this trailer. Okay? That's not bad. Now, we could use our current crane to load this trailer, as we kind of did previously with the small trailer, but the good caveat being this is a logging trailer, so it'd be a little bit easier to deal with. But if we have to, we could absolutely go this route. So $43,000 there. We could absolutely pick this up right now. The other thing would be, instead of going for something like this, which is $182,000 plus the $43,000, we're looking at something like, where's the other trucks? Hello, trucks? Ah, trucks. We could absolutely pick up something along these lines, right? And I was looking specifically at this Mack here, or this Volvo. But this Volvo has 500 horsepower, the Mack has 500 horsepower. I'm thinking the Mack is probably the better option for us. Just simply due to the fact that it's $110,000, same amount of horsepower. It is a little bit slower, but it's not absurdly slow. And honestly, I just like the look of this old Mack quite a bit. There's a few different designs for it as well. And obviously, you guys know where I'm going with this. As far as rim color, we would also go with, well, honestly, the rim color is fine. Normally, I would go with like red, but I can't change the body color of this truck. It's stuck with the red, which is unfortunate. I kind of wish I could turn this body color into black. But I do like this a lot. But in this configuration, we're talking $112,000. Could absolutely pick this up right now. I will check out the case red. See what that looks like on the wheels. I mean, it's okay. What about like a murdered out black wheel? Ooh, now that looks pretty sick. That looks a little bit meaner. Okay, I think I'll go with that. But we're spending an extra $2,000 for the livery, which is, you know, you can take it or leave it, I guess. But, I mean, come on, folks. You gotta have the American flag on there. You just have to. I just wish you could turn the truck into black. Like, if I could make this black and then have that flag and the eagle, oh, am I right? So, I think we will go ahead and buy this now. Okay? The next thing, or we'll think about it, okay? So we won't necessarily buy it now. We'll put it into the ether for the time being. Then we could get this and that trailer, and be roughly where we need to be. That would allow us. We could get that in the trailer right now. The other options currently would be to have like look at the forestry side of things and look at what it would cost to potentially speed up the processing of the trees just a little bit faster. So let's look at the forestry and look at harvesters, right? Like this is what we're kind of looking at. I mean, this is so expensive. Like they don't have any cheap options for forestry like harvesters. None. The excavator's probably the cheaper option. You would need to get this one, I believe. You could have the fast coupler on here. And then if you go in here, you can see that absolutely you can get a feller buncher, which I don't know if this allows you to cut to a specific length. I could be wrong. It may. I've never actually used the excavator version of this. But if we get the excavator, we then have the ability to use not only the feller buncher on it, but also the log fork, which could come in handy. And then of course this one, I mean it's the same thing, right? It's just slightly bigger. Yeah. This one can harvest a tree that's 81 centimeters. This can only harvest 70 centimeters. Now, I don't know exactly how big a lodgepole pine is, but I'm thinking the transport side of things is where we need to go right off the bat. So I'm thinking the truck and trailer right now, right? The other thing we could look at would be like a forwarder, but again, like, it's so expensive. And it doesn't really offer us a whole lot. It's got some winches attached to the back. It's got the big crane on there. Like, it's just not something that we're able to do. Something like this would potentially come in handy. But again, not the fastest piece of equipment. So going all the way across the map doesn't make a lot of sense for this. I as a main way of transporting, I think we go for the log truck right out the gate. Like I think that's our current course. So with that being said, let's just go straight into wood transport. Let's look and make sure, like if I look at this particular log trailer, this is a little bit cheaper than the other. I think this is a 40-footer. We could turn the mud flaps off, save us potentially a little bit of money. And then we do have the front guard on it. We could take that front guard off, which would save us a little bit more money. So worst case scenario, we picked this up for 26 grand, right? Like that's not bad at all. That's a lot better than 40, what was it, 43,000? For this thing. But I kind of like this one better, if I'm being honest. It just looks nicer. So again, if we go for the 2x6, take the mud flaps off, no spare wheel, no front guard. Like that gives us $43,000. We could change pretty much everything about this, to be honest. If we want to go with like a full black design. Maybe throw some Case IH red on there for those. And then I don't know. I kind of want this to be black. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? I don't know if I like the red wheels though. What if we go with the black? Yeah. Keep the black wheels. So that's $43,000. It's quite a bit more expensive. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, but I like this version of the trailer more than I like the other one. So I think we will keep this. So that's $43,000. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And that leaves us $118,000 to get a truck. So let's go ahead and go all the way to the top. We'll pick up a truck. And like I said, this Mack is kind of where I'm leaning. So if we go in here, throw on our American flag, turn this thing into the blacked out rims because it just looks so nasty with those black rims. And then that's $112,000. And just like that, we are broke. But we've got us a new way of transporting logs much faster. And let's take a look at this beautiful, beautiful truck and trailer combination. Dude, those black wheels look so good. I just wish I could make the color of the cab black. But, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like it. Let's take a look. It is a day cab, so that's perfect. We're not hauling over the road anyway. Simply going back and forth. It's really dark in here, actually. Woo, listen to the turbo spool up. She's sounding good. Alright. And it's got an actual air horn and not one of those junk, like Volvo beep beeps horns. Alright, let me go forward, get the tractor out of the way so that we can hook up to our brand new logging trailer. We will have to keep this log trailer around for the time being as a way to load logs quickly. Go. We are officially hooked up. We may be broke, but at least we have the ability to transport stuff back and forth across the map much better than we did previously. So yeah, I'll get this back over to the property, then we'll bring the tractor over, and we will continue from there. All right. Here we are, folks. Our first load delivered on the back of our Mack. Can't even fit the whole thing underneath here. But hopefully it's out. Oh, God. Staring right into my eyeballs. Staring right into our soul. But look at that load, folks. That is 8 full lodgepole pines. This should be around $50,000 plus. I think it was about $25,000, almost $26,000 per load with the other rig. But look at this, baby. Oh, it's so good. So let's see how much money we just brought in, shall we? $51,077, right about what we thought. That is awesome! And it's so much better than driving across the map at 18 miles an hour or less. Oh my God, boys. We are out here getting things done. You may have noticed that I did put the plate on the front of the trailer. That was mainly due to the fact that I was like, you know what, if I don't do this, I'm going to have a mess. So, yeah, I decided to put the plate on the front. That'll protect us from any potential, like, stoppages causing us to get yeeted by the trees. But it'll also allow us to make a much nicer looking load by using that as our backstop, right? But I am very, very thrilled with this purchase. Loading it up with the old crane is a bit iffy at times, but overall, if I can get the lengths correct, then we are going to be absolutely golden for loading these trailers up. I think about 7 or 8 meters is like the ideal. I know it's technically 6. It's a trailer set up for a double 6, but I think 7 or 8 would be perfect. We had a couple of logs there at the end that were a little bit too long. They were like 10 meters, and they were way too long, so I couldn't quite stack this the way that I wanted it. But overall, I am very happy with... Oh, dear God. Ah! Okay. That was my fault. Oh, no. I forget what episode it was, but this is giving me very, very old school PTSD. No, we're good. We're good. But you guys got to come up with a name. Do we just call it Mack? I feel like Mack is the perfect name for this. We'll call this thing Mack. Or the Screaming Eagle. Gosh, she's a good-looking truck, though, ain't she? Ah, I love this thing. I love it so much. Thank you guys so much for following along. I hope you guys have enjoyed this freaking journey. We have come a long ways since cutting everything up and loading it into a pickup truck by hand. We've come a long ways. But we still have a long ways to go. This is just... We're hitting that mid-stage, right? Like, we're starting to get the equipment to make a little bit of money faster. I mean, we just made $50,000 in a load, guys. One load, $50,000. That ain't too shabby. We took in a total of 16 trees today. 16 out of 87 that we have in the field. 16 trees. We got 8 more sitting right there ready to be harvested, and then we have all of these over here. So in the next episode, what I'm thinking is we go ahead and plant our new property over there. We'll get that planted. We'll also continue our harvesting, and we'll start working our way up towards getting an excavator that's going to act as a feller buncher too, potentially. Or we just save up enough money to get the actual feller buncher, and we just go to town, because I think that feller buncher is going to do us a lot better. But having the ability to not only use the excavator as a feller buncher, but also a grapple to load up the truck just seemed like a better bet, because we can do so much quicker. But I'm looking forward to this, guys. You guys know we have put in a lot of hours. Just as a reminder, let's go ahead and save real quick. Just as a reminder to everybody how much time we have put into this save. And remember, we're on hard economy too. Like, that's the other thing. But let's take a look at our statistics here. We have put in 45 hours of in-game time. We have cut down 282 trees. That ain't too shabby. But look at what we've got now, folks. Look at what we've got. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys enjoying it as much as I am? And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.